My name is Brandon Moreno, and what I do is I help organizations and executives who are stuck, who are really looking to grow but really don't know how, and help them understand what's happening so that they can be more productive even in a recession. And before I get started on my topic, I just want to say what an honor it is to be up here with everyone. I've had the privilege to know Doug since a long time, and his company has really been on the leading edge of resumes and just technology ever since I've known him. So, and Chris, his company has been awesome. So, really an awesome social strategist, and Morgan's doing some exciting stuff with resume writing. So, I'm really honored to be up here with all of you all. And Janice hasn't talked yet, so I'm not going to say her.
She's still awesome.
She's still awesome. Really, when we started to talk about this, of what social media is doing with HR. If you guys can remember back in when Monster and the boards and all that were coming about, the bottom line is, and some of these folks have talked about it, is it's about building relationships with everyone. So you can add people, you can go on LinkedIn, you can add all these things, but if you don't build and take time to build relationships with people, it will do you no good. For an example, how many of you actually will just add somebody, but will actually take the time to look at who you're adding? Good. How many of you actually respond and thank someone who's added you? Great. I can tell you that has been a huge success story for me. Every week, probably Sunday or Monday, I will go in and just look at who's added me, and it'll be probably about 40 or 50 people each week. And I will take the time just to look at their profile and write a quick little comment. And I have gotten so many responses back by people just saying, thanks for taking the time, you made my week, or whatever that was. Just a quick comment. But that's building the relationship. And that's how you can build a presence as an HR recruiter, as a company, but really distinguish yourself as someone different than just a typical corporate person or corporate HR person. So one of the topics is how to build your brand. One of my bullet points I was talking about is how to build yourself as a small business or HR consultant. And in doing that is, as you build this presence and as you start building yourself, Facebook and LinkedIn each have, or MySpace or Zing and all that stuff, each have a different selection of people. So there's I won't say quality of people, but the folks on each of one have a different purpose. LinkedIn, as you know, is very business oriented. People are pretty much there looking to connect for jobs from somewhere or another. So those on LinkedIn, if you can join a group, if you have as a consultant, if you're looking for jobs, if you're looking for business, join a group. There are so many groups out there. And even if you're posting or looking for a candidate, if you're in regulatory affairs, if you're looking for regulatory affairs, there are groups for these positions, or even certain high tech. Join the group and post your job there. You will find so many qualified candidates in that area. Or if you're looking to establish yourself in a niche market, go on and look at that group and just start, like Morgan, you were saying, you have to pay it forward. You have to participate in that group because you're setting yourself up as the expert in that area. So I would encourage you to do that and join these groups. Facebook, again, it's funny. Chris, you had mentioned so many people are saying, I don't want my picture taken, or I don't want my picture posted. But the bigger question is why? Because people then can relate to you even better, and they establish that rapport more quickly with you. And that's the really cool part, is that establish that relationship with people, and they want to know you more. They want to know all about your business. So, yeah, when you're pole dancing, you probably don't want to put those pictures up. You're establishing a business relationship, but allow them to see you being human with that. And put your posts up. Put posts up. Go in occasionally and look at some of your people that are on there, and put some posts up there. Facebook also has. Let me back up. I'm getting ahead of myself. LinkedIn is also another, because it's 3 degrees of separation. Literally, one of my friends has he has about 3,200 connections. But between those connections, there are 15 million contacts. That's huge. Just because of his connections and who he has. So think of the candidates that are sitting out there if you're looking for candidates, if you're looking to get exposure. And that's just on LinkedIn. You can do a skill set search on LinkedIn. If those of you who aren't familiar, you can just type in a skill set search. That way you can type in the company name if you're looking at a particular company, and it'll give you all of the people that are in that area. You can type it in by zip code. So there are so many things that you can do. In addition to, just all of you that are maybe familiar with Boolean searches or that type of thing, you can kind of use those same searches with some of these social media methods. LinkedIn also has something that's called InMail, so you can pay a small fee and just do a direct connection and send an email out to his friends. Like Chris was saying, I highly recommend doing just to save time, is to do one of these things that just send it out to Twitter and to MySpace or Facebook and all those things. Ping FM is another one that actually updates LinkedIn as well, and it just saves you so much time because it's too difficult to try to update everything all at once. And as you're doing, for those of you who are consultants or even the corporate recruiters, get a blog that you don't have a blog. Because people are looking at that gets you exposure. You can post jobs up on that way. And if you, on Twitter, if those of you who aren't tweeting, I'm getting my terminology updated. If you don't have a shortcut, if you haven't found out about shortcut links, there's one that's called xr.com, and you can actually make your own shortcut. And so you can put in your link to your job sites. So it's xr.com. So I would encourage you to do that as well. Also, for again, blog. We're encouraging you guys to do that with our own, and we're going to be pushing that out more and more with our own group here. It's important though when you blog to tag as well. So when I say tag, kind of put in your keywords. So if you're blogging something, you're talking about candidates, unemployment, whatever it is, put in your tag words, because that's what's going to show up when people are doing searches. That's what's going to show up and drive more people to your website, and that's what you want. There are, it's so easy to do a blog now. There's WordPress or Blogspot, and there's formats and templates for you there. And one of my topics was to do a fan page. So if you're looking to just increase exposure as a consultant, that's something to do as well. Create a fan page on Facebook and then just start. It's kind of like creating a group for yourself, but people will subscribe to you, and that's kind of a fun little thing to do. But it's important not to just create it and then do nothing with it, because that defeats the purpose. So if you're going to create it, it's got to be informative, and make sure those that are subscribing to you, that you provide information. Morgan, like you said, give the information. Be free with your information. It's not about competition. The more information you give, it's